Hi, ladies. Well, I'm back with you again today. Cheryl Nelson from Sarah's Daughters. I'm so glad that I'm able to come to you in this way, just have a little talk, share just parts of my journey with you as a daughter of Sarah by faith. And just before I go into today, on April 15th, Sarah's Daughters of Faith, which is one of the ministries out of Faith Five Fellowship of Ministries, I we will be having a tea 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock on Saturday morning, April the 15th. Boundaries, tea, and me. And we'll be meeting in Ajax. And if you want to, if you're in the area and you'd like to be a part of it, just connect us through our website or Facebook, Faith Five Fellowship of Ministries, or Faith, the number five, CENTRE.com. Okay, enough of that. So, what I wanted to share, continue to share with you from yesterday, we're talking about grace through faith. And we're just saying, I was just sharing with you a thought, possibly pricked your mind a bit, but that grace came before law. And God's grace continues to be with us. The grace, because for by grace you have been saved through faith. It is a gift of God. No man can boast. We don't want to be boasting about what we've received by faith. And so I wanted to continue saying that Sarah really was the first woman of faith. And you're saying, Shirley, you're really going out on a limb. I don't think I am, because Abraham was the father of faith. And if he was the father, then she's the mother. And we are Abraham's seed by faith. And so I'm so glad that I am Sarah's daughter. And I really expand on that and some of the things that the Lord has shown me that has helped me to walk, because Sarah had to come into a level of freedom after some of the struggles that she went through. Yes, she was barren. She was not able to have a child, but that was a problem, and we know what that can be for women who are wanting to have children and they're not able to have children naturally. And in those days, that was a big thing. It is still a big thing today, but we have come up with lots of different ways that we can have children. But this was something that was very important for Sarah. And so she tried to help God, because she said to Abraham, you know what? At the time, his name was not Abraham yet. His name was not changed yet. She was Sarai. And then she became Sarah. The Lord literally, when they shifted, when he entered into that covenant with Abraham, when after Abraham's name was changed and he did the circumcision, all these at that age, Abraham did a circumcision. There was a moving away, a literal removing of the old, and so a newness could come. And after that, Sarah was able to conceive. Freedom came to her. She was free in her spirit to have this child. I really believe that. And I want to encourage us as women of God, those that are called by faith, who are walking by faith with God's grace, no matter what. There are situations that will come to us. There are circumstances that we're walking out of, circumstances that we're walking through. Some things we've got to walk around. But what I'm saying is that as women of faith, God has given us his daughter's promises. And I remember, I guess some videos back I mentioned that I had injured my back within the first year of marriage, and so while going through my healing process, and then I really received healing through a word of knowledge. And I will go into that possibly at some other time if the Lord nudges me. But what was important for me at that time, after that, one of the things that became very clear for me at a very opportune time, when I wanted to have children, I remember the doctor kept saying, "Well, because of the nature of the back injury you have, you're not going to be able to have. You won't be. You may get pregnant, but you won't be able to carry the kids and children, and that became a concern. But you know what? God is so faithful. Initially, it was difficult for me to have children. My uterus was retroverted, and then I got pregnant. I had a very difficult pregnancy, the first one. Then I had two miscarriages, one at 5.5 months and one at 7 weeks. And then I was just saying, my husband and I decided, you know what? We really love kids. We've got one child we're going to possibly adopt and stuff. And then going through a physical, went to do a yearly physical. When I did my physical, only to discover that I was pregnant, not with one child, but two. I was not only able to carry one child, I had miscarriages, but I was able to carry twins to 38 weeks and 3 days. We need to come into a level of freedom, women of God. When we receive the promises of God, He gives it to us. We are known by Him. And I want to encourage you today, my mothers, my sisters in the faith, my daughters in the faith. And I'm talking to you who are born of the Spirit, yes, because I'm talking in context. I'm talking about a woman of the Word. And I'm talking about Sarah, and just seeing how she spoke to me. Oh, God used her to reveal things to me in my walk, not only as a woman of faith, but also as a wife who became a mother. And I am so thankful that I continue on this journey as a woman, a mother in Zion. Sarah represents the free woman who gave birth to the child according to the Spirit. She had to believe what God said. You have to believe what God says. And when we become born again, we are born of the Spirit. And so our spirit man has to be activated to receive the promises. The promises are made to the spirit man that you would walk out naturally. So I really want to encourage you, keep walking. Do not give up. Don't hold back. Don't give in. Just keep on walking, because that which He has promised will come to pass for you. Bless you. I hope to be talking with you again tomorrow or later today. Have an awesome overcoming day, for you belong to the Lord. Blessings to you.